It's sunny.
Does Nachamu Nachme Ami?
Chevra, Nachamu Ami. The holy Yerushalayim. I'm getting to halacha. How's everyone doing? I'm assuming everyone is good. Baruch Hashem. We're yearning. So let's do this. So Chevra, Atfil B'Shim Kol Yisrael. There's 5 days until Yom Yerushalayim. There is 5 days until the Heilige Shabbos, 4 days until the Heilige Shabbos, and there are 12 days, 13 days until the Holy Torah, until Shavuos. Let's fire it up. The sun is shining on the top left of the screen and on the bottom, and let's use that sun. Let's use that light, and mamish, let it burn us. Let it burn us. Atfil b'shin kol yisrael for Pesach uvi min asaf asar b'chabas Yehudis. Miriam b'bas chani uchav Yonah bas bas Shir bas bas Sainer uvi ben money in every neshama klal Yisrael. Teach us what we should say. Ribbon Shalom, teach us what we should say. Help us understand what we should ask for. Help us say our prayers with complete honesty and truthfulness, so the light of truth will shine upon us, and we'll be able to emerge from the thick darkness and the alien thoughts, the husks that constantly confront us on all sides, especially when we are praying. We feel surrounded on every side and every corner, and the attacks come in all kinds of different ways. There are endless distractions. Wow, it's great to see Alana. Chevra, halacha l'maisa. Laws pertaining to cleanliness. We are in the 5th chapter, I believe. The 5th or the 6th. We're in the 5th in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. And let's go. Regarding an outhouse, even if it has walls and does not contain any excrement, one must distance himself from it. Again, when Moshe is on, we go deep into the halachos cover. Therefore, a bench or a seat that was made with a hole in the middle under which a chamber pot is placed so that people can relieve themselves while sitting upon it, even if they had removed the chamber pot and covered the hole in the bench with a board, nevertheless, this bench retains the status of an outhouse. And before engaging in sacred matters, one must remove it from the house or the room or completely cover it. However, in the case of a chair designated for sitting and covered with a cushion upon which to sit, and only when necessary the cushion is removed, and one would relieve himself there, after which the cushion would be replaced. In this case, one could be lenient in that regard as having the same status as an outhouse. Do I chop the whole thing? No. Do I have to go over it again? What?
I have a question. Does that mean if there's a hole in the chair and you have a cushion on the hole, it's okay?
Oh, that's a question. I got to write it down. We repeat the question.
If you have a chair that has a hole in it, if you have a seat that has a hole in it, and you put a cushion on top that covers the hole, can you sit on this and not have to remove it?
That's a question. Amazing. Okay. Chavra, let's connect ourselves to Yerushalayim. Last night, you guys are always connected. I got to connect myself to Yerushalayim. Chavra, last night we spoke about having and seeing and viewing the world with God's eyes, And we spoke about the heart, that could be deeper. Now, Aaron HaKohen was the high priest because he looked at every Yid, every Jew, while he was holding a candle. Do you know how beautiful people look in candlelight? I mean, you see in the top left, you see Samson. Look how beautiful. We have a live example on Zoom. How beautiful people are with candlelight. But what's the difference between the sun, the moon, and a candle? Right, the Gemara says that Moshe Rabbeinu is the sun, and that Yeshua is the moon, and Aaron HaKohen Chevra is the master of the candle. And this is in Baba Basra, 75a, if we're looking for the source. With a candle, we see the deepest depths. We really do. If we look at the top left, Chevra, everyone put their attention to the top left. Aaron brought peace. Aaron brought love and togetherness.
Avi's on the bottom for you. Avi's on the bottom for you. So.
On the bottom, let's look at the bottom as well. Come out! Because he had the eyes. He had the godly eyes. He had God's eyes. So he was able to bring people together. He was able to connect everyone in one circle. The more we get God's eyes, Chavra, the more our lives come together. The less room there is, or really no room for hatred, no room for being exclusive, and no room for any separation. The more we see that we have what we need, we just never saw it before, right? So if we have God's eyes, we know that everything that's going on in our lives at this moment, everything that we have, everything that we're seeing, everything what we're feeling is what we need in this moment. Sometimes we can't see it, but we need God's eyes, right? And why do we fall into this trap sometimes, or fall into this state of mind? Because we don't have the right eyes. Now, there's a quote from Simcha Bunim of Shischa, right? And this could really help us understand what's going on. Reb Simcha says, I love those who are abandoned, but only if they have abandoned themselves and not others. I could read it again. I love those who are abandoned, but only if they have abandoned themselves and not others. Aaron HaKohen was exactly that with the candle, right? Because he was able to abandon himself, he was never able to abandon other people. And he brought everyone together. Maybe we shouldn't have been, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't abandon ourselves. But if we were to abandon something, it would be ourselves, but never other people. Always connecting, always reaching out, always being inclusive, always texting someone, right? It says in one of the Koran sitters that a smile costs nothing but gives so much. So does a text message, depending on the plan that you're on. I'm on Hot Mobile. I think it's free. Send a text. Bring people together, Chavra. That was the Chiddush of Aaron HaKohen. And Bezrat Hashem, we should all be able to hold the candle. And mamash, our faces will be shining at all times. And everyone will want to come to the candle. Bezrat Hashem. But also reaching out and giving the candle to other people. Questions, comments, please feel free.
There's an interesting phenomenon at night when you have a candle. You find that there are flies and bugs coming swarming around. Ask yourself, or I'm asking myself, how is it that they don't burn in the flame? Then I don't have the answer, but I know that the question or the phenomena of the candles of the flies coming close to the candle is an allusion to ourselves coming close to the flame of God. Also, Ner Hashem Nishmat Adam. The candle of God is man's soul. We have tendencies. The reality is, we have tendencies that flies. Truth is that the truth. We tend to know so much, but really we're just flapping around this world like flies. But we know we want to come closer to the flame. We know we want to come closer to the inner flame inside. We don't know how we're getting there. We don't know if the flame is burning us up entirely as it can. But we know we want to come close to it. Keep flying blindly. I know that we're just going closer and closer to the flame of yourself.
Zrat Hashem, Samson. Not gonna lie, there was some background noise, but the couple words I was able to hold on to. Couple words. We should all be healthy, happy, and successful. What a day. What a day. Fired up, health, happiness, and success. And we should be able to continue to grow. Don't be sorry to grow together, and just continue to ascend and bring people with us. But also, there was another quote. I'm telling you, you have to get this book. You have to get this book. You can't even see it. Oh, Gewalt. I'll get the quote. Just be a blind fly coming closer to the flame of God. Yes. B'ezrat Hashem. Oh, I think the quote went like this, Samson. I think it was Moshe of Kobrin. Is that the first name? Moshe? He says that the people who are higher than him, I think they pull him up. And the people that are lower than him, I don't know. I don't know. Come on, I'll get the quote. Be well, Chavra. Be well.
Give him support. Give him support.
Moshe of Korin said the right thing. I'm not saying the right thing. Bye. All right. Be well, Samson.